I took a walk down OOB today all the way down to Bayview and Saco. As you can see, there aren't many birds at all on the beach. But there are some people. There's a bunch of gas mines with ether blowing off the water. I took a walk from the pier down to Ocean Park. This is Ocean Park. On one side of that street, there were birds. On the other side, there were no birds. That's how bad the ether was. It was in gas mines, and nobody seemed to mind at all, did they? Makes you wonder whether they're alive or not. Then I got up toward the library. Oh, look at that. 1122. They know I'm here. The Ocean Park Library. The lawn was ricin. It was pretty terrible, and if you're upwind of it, it was a real problem. And they ricened the marsh here on Goose Fairbrook. The air turned better when I crossed the bridge into Saco. Most of the wind was coming from the south, but as I went through Kinney Shores, they did have some ricin stuff. Note how few birds there are. The ricin, there was also an anesthetic that wasn't exactly ether. I guess it was more expensive, and in Saco it's more expensive than OOB. And here I am walking along, kind of looking backwards because I actually shot this backwards. I decided to document it after I went that way. Look at all those people trying to prove the world functions. They really lived there and didn't notice the anesthetic in the air. And there were drive-bys with gas mules, stuff spitting out of the automobiles, yada yada. Kind of used to all that, right? My destination was Bayview. When I get up to actually the next part, I think shows, yeah, the swamp. That little part of the marsh had ricin in it. I don't know what these people are thinking. You know, obviously the place was empty and it was populated like a ghost town. There were two little spots where a bunch of people were congregating, everything else was empty. But all the cars go by, right? Had a couple bicyclists too. Who cares? And this is Bayview at the beach. There's looking in at the shore. The air was clear here. The gas mines are not in Saco. That's looking down the beach toward OOB. And look at that, it's lifeguard training. And actually we caught the lifeguards dirty because the training is supposed to be in OOB. But since that was all gas mined with ether, they had it up here. I've never seen this before, not in Saco. What it implies, of course, is that somebody's really dirty. They know there's a problem with ether in OOB, and there was no training in OOB either. And the air was clear here at Bayview on Ferry Beach. It was unbelievable, the difference between that and southwest of the pier. Now, from the pier to Ocean Park was terrible. I mean, 90% of the birds were gone. It was weird walking down the road that paralleled the beach. And in Saco, the road paralleled the beach was gassed between the beach, which didn't have gas mount, and then the road, which in between was gassed. I took some pictures on the way back through OOB. This is going up West Grand. I end up at the pier. As I said, I shot this backwards, but I talk about it in forwards. Sorry to do it this way, but I have to do the audio on my computer. My camera just doesn't do the audio anymore. There was mustard gas coming from that area right there by the miniature golf course at Pirates Cove. And then we have the Veterans Park surrounded in orange. The mustard gas was blowing that way, incidentally. And look, the sound came on. I don't know how the sound came on my camera. The first shot was from there. Oh, look, we're in Berlin. What an amazing coincidence. Now we're back at the pier area. Ether blowing all up through there. See anybody flinching? Of course not.